Hey guys, Greg from Motorsports Innovations. Today we're doing a little bit of diagnosis for the two-wire temperature sensors. So that would be oil temperature, water temperature, trans temp, rear temp, anything that you would have it for. And when I say two-wire sensors, that's simply this connection is two wires, as opposed to there are other models of RacePak that are single-wire sensors, and I cover those in other YouTube videos. So what I have here is a series of diagnostic tips that you can try if you're experiencing issues with your two-wire sensor. So I'll start by saying this is how it will work in these environments, and we'll talk at the end a little bit about how it tie it together with what your situation is and something not working. So what I have is a RacePak Sportsman, an IQ3 dash, a water temperature sensor, a VNet module. If you don't have a dash, you could be doing this with a laptop in telemetry mode, and I do have a YouTube video on how to do telemetry. So first off is the simple method of getting some heat onto the tip of the sensor and see the sensor go up, temperature go up rather, to 70 degrees pretty quickly. You could use a heat gun to get it up to 200 or whatever very quickly to see that work. Next test is to see what kind of reading we get when the sensor is unplugged. And that is 164 positive. That's the correct reading. And it would indicate that the plug, the VNet module, the laptop, the dash, everything's working good internally. Next test is a jumper test. So simple wire jumper to jump the two connectors, and you get, if I could hold it steady, minus 260 degrees. Again, what that says is the module, the cable, the dash are working correctly when you get that number, which if you're getting that, but you're getting erratic readings, it's likely the sensor or the connector. And when I say the connector, right in the body of the connector, it's common under this rubber boot for there to be a loose or broken wire that will give you intermittent connections. Or one of the things you will get if that's broken is you'll get 164. So that would be no difference between plugged in and unplugged, means it's probably a bad connection right in there. Particularly if you did the jumper test and didn't get any results out of that. One last thing I wanted to go into is a scenario where if you have 0 for your water or oil temperature, that would mean you have a disconnected VNet module. The only way to get full 0, there we go, is no VNet data going down the bus whatsoever. So back connected. That rounds up the 4 ways to diagnose issues with the two-wire temperatures, implying if it passes those tests, it's probably the sensor. I don't have a good ohm test where I could say this many ohms means the sensor is good or not good. We kind of diagnose it a little bit in reverse. So if you have questions about temperatures or other RacePak stuff, give me a call.